Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Creighton 97, Seton Hall 94. At long last, the Pirates, who won 8 of 9, their hot streak comes to an end. Creighton finds a way to win. But more than anything, Rob Dauster, this was the noon game that was absolutely bonkers. What were you thinking watching this game?
What I was thinking watching this game is that it's so nuts. Nobody's talking about the fact that we just had one of the most insane endings in Baylor, Texas, and Marquette St. John's went down to a shot where Dennis Jenkins missed a would-be game-winning three at the buzzer. That's how insane it was. I thought, big picture, this was an incredibly important win for Creighton. I did not think that they would be able to go into Newark and beat the team from the team from South Orange. And honestly, I don't even think we can call them the team from South Orange anymore. We got to call them Seton Hall because this was really impressive. The guard play was much better than I expected. Like, they dealt with the toughness and the physicality and every punch and every elbow and every shoulder and every chucked cutter and every over-aggressive defensive possession I thought was really, really impressive from Creighton. I thought that the way that they were able to funnel everything into Ryan Kalkbrenner and allow Ryan Kalkbrenner to be what he is, and that's the defensive player of the year in the Big East, was just terrific. And Creighton has not had a great start to the Big East season, right? They're now 5-3 in the conference. They had a couple losses they probably didn't want to take. There were people questioning about how good this team was. I thought we saw them at their absolute best here, and they still didn't really shoot the ball all that well. And I still think there's room for Baylor Shireman to get better. I was really, really impressed with Creighton here, with no more so Goodman than Ryan Kalkbrenner. 28 points, 9 boards, 7 blocks, probably changed about 15 shots, and he's the reason why. Kadari Richmond, 8 for 32. I was so impressed with Kalkbrenner.
I felt like every single block he had was on Kadari Richmond, like all 7 of them. I'm not sure if it was, but it felt like all 7 were on Kadari Richmond. He's the most understated, dominant player in the sport, Ryan Kalkbrenner, because first of all, he doesn't say anything, right? He doesn't celebrate. Mm-hmm. He says nothing. And he's just so good on both ends. You know, he's a dominant defensive player. We've known that for years, but he's progressed steadily every year as an offensive threat now. And again, when he screened for Ashworth, they cut it to 1 maybe in triple overtime, and he screened to free him up. Like, those are the things he does. He just does every little thing right. And again, I wish I love Shireman, and I think Mason Miller's coming along here. But I still think, like, Stephen Ashworth is the one. He made a huge play off the glass, a drive off the glass, hit some free throws. He played well, but he's got to play better than just well. Like, he's got to be consistent. And I just don't know. Again, we knew how much pressure it was going to put on Kalkbrenner. Having we talked to Shireman about it, Big East Media Day. I asked him straight out, and bringing in Ashworth, who's a small guard, but even offensively, we thought Ashworth would be like money from 3 and a really good offensive player, and he's struggled to play at this level.
All right, we're not calling them the team from South Orange. It's my alma mater you're talking about right now. It's the Seton Hall. The Seton Hall University Pirates. And let me tell you something. I continue to learn things about this team that I didn't even know were possible. In a loss, their 5-game winning streak came to an end. I'm going to get to Creighton in a second. But it's shocking what this team has done over the last 5-6 weeks. Because what they're getting out of Alamir Dawes, Dre Davis, Dylan Adewusu, Jaden Bediako, who was at Santa Clara. You know, the question
he had 15 points, 10 boards, and 5 blocks against the best center in the Big East.
He was great. He was fantastic. And he's got such good hands as well. He makes plays for this team. Elijah Hutchins Everett as a shot maker. Where did that come from? Guys, this team has found a supporting cast that has been able to step up around Richmond. We knew Richmond was going to be a really good to great guard, and he's performing like the Big East Player of the Year. But they're legit. Mm-hmm. Like, even in a triple overtime loss, they're legit. I think the problem with Creighton is this. they really, really miss Ryan Nembhard. And they don't have quickness. This Creighton team doesn't have the quickness to do what other Creighton teams have been able to do in the past. So I think they're a good team, but I think their ceiling is nothing more than a Sweet 16, if I'm being candidly honest.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I think at the end of the day, you're probably right, just because, again, they can get hot for a couple games, outscore you, but they can't win a game in the 60s consistent. Like they just can't. They can't.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.